Hello class, my name is Rebecca Ramirez, and today I will be discussing my philosophy on the role that a special education teacher plays within the school and in the lives of students and parents. Educators wear many hats when it comes to their classrooms and their students. To support their students, teachers first have to understand how each child learns best. Teachers must create an individual education plan that identifies the student's current level of performance in school and provides individualized instructions and related services. It also identifies any accommodation and assistive technology that the child might need, like what I call talkers, which are basically an iPad that allows kids who are nonverbal to communicate what they want or how they are feeling. Modifications to the course materials can be made to help address the student's needs. Each student is different and the level of help that they need varies with each subject, so this is an important part of an IEP. Every change to the course curriculum is always communicated with the parents, the teachers, the counselors, and of course the administrators. This helps to bring together the whole team and community to support the students' education. Teachers obviously have a legal responsibility to the students and community. They are required to stay up to date on all of the current laws so that they can uphold the legal rights of the parents and students. It is important that educators remain professional in all interactions and communication, since the forms that are used can be used as legal documentation. One of the most important responsibilities that educators have is being ethical with students, educators, and parents. Teachers need to have a very good understanding of the students' educational, academic, personal, and social needs. This is because a good understanding of the students' personal needs will prompt a safe space for students on an emotional, intellectual, and physical level. Comfort is a huge priority in the classroom, and I, as an educator, want to make the class a safe space for students to express themselves and learn. I want each student to feel they are supported and have a voice in the class. This obviously extends to the parents and general educators. None of these roles and tasks would be possible without collaboration. Because of this, teachers must work closely with general education teachers, specialists, administrators, and parents to develop and maintain a student's IEP. This is a critical step in the successes of students in the classroom because it will create a support system across all of the students' environments. An IEP is basically the ideas that the team comes up with that addresses every part of the child's educational goals, and it addresses short-term and long-term goals that the student needs to succeed. It is honestly the biggest part of a student's academic life. The last responsibility of a teacher is to advocate for the profession. It is important that teachers push for new resources, policies, and laws so that the student can have an equal and fair opportunity for education. Personally, I expect to participate in multiple trainings and seminars to learn more about the laws and changes in education that will help our students. There is so much to learn about in this field. It is important that we as educators continue learning so that we can help push education forward. Personally, I believe that each of these responsibilities are critical to the successes of the students. However, I feel that teachers' role in the supporting learning and their ethical responsibilities are the best tools to help meet a student's learning needs. I would begin by reading the IEP of each student and try to find some worksheets or other forms to help the student and accommodate their needs. I would provide additional materials for students, like calculators, and to talk to the parents to get insight on the students' needs and requests for specific accommodations. That way, I can plan out different ways to provide a break in the class to make sure that the student is able to be active in the class discussion. I would use compassion, respect, and teamwork with the parents to adjust the classwork to suit the students' needs. Communication with families and students is such a big part of special education. As a paraeducator, I am in constant communication with the special education teachers, case managers, administrative staff, parents, behavioral and analysts, speech therapists, occupational therapists, and general ed teachers to try and help the students meet their goals in the classroom. It takes a village to help ensure that an IEP is successful in the classroom and beyond. There is an interesting quote that was in the statement of the interrogation of faith and work. The quote reads, "We believe that salvation comes through Jesus Christ alone and involves redemption of the whole person. Therefore, we are convinced that the Christian life must involve compassion and care, not only for the spiritual needs of mankind, but also for basic physical needs that stem from poverty, oppression, and injustice. As a believer, I have the perspective that you should always treat others with kindness because you simply do not know what another person is going through and dealing with in their home environment. Through compassion, I believe that educators can help to bridge the world between school and home and develop a strong bond in the community. Personally, there's still a lot for me to learn, but I know that special education is a lifelong learning opportunity. As an educator, I plan on seeking out opportunities to take trainings in collaboration and other special education teachers to gain their insights on how they deal with adjusting their classes to the needs of their students. I would also attend seminars to gain a better understanding of the new standards that are in practice. Ultimately, I hope to continue learning throughout the rest of my career so that I can provide the best classroom environment possible for my future students. Thank you.